Oh no, Bitcoin is dumping. Could it be to quantitative tightening by the Federal Reserve? We also have some very bullish news from JP Morgan regarding DeFi, and apparently Binance invested approximately $500 million into various crypto projects. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. Make sure to clickety-clack that like button. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok for more. And yes, this is the view from my room. Let's get into it. And for my first trick, let's take a quick look at crypto bubbles so we can better analyze the market. As you can see, we're about half red and half green. This means that the market doesn't know what we are doing, or they just simply can't decide. One thing to note is that Luna and Luna Classic are both down approximately 61 and 44%, while XCN and Waves is up. One of the reasons why Waves could be up is because it is actually a pretty decent project. However, I did sell the remainder of my moon bag to prepare for this bear winter we will be seeing. And if you take a look at Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, she is heading down. We're heavily overbought there, utilizing Market Cipher, and we're getting ready to kiss my $30,000 support area. If we continue to go down, you know what that means. But when we zoom out a little bit, you can see that this was kind of an expected move. You see those two swing high wicks the last 2 days? That is telling me the bulls ran out of momentum and bears are pushing price down. This is why I also said I wasn't interested in accumulating alts long term. For short-term trades, 100%, just as long as you have a plan. Luna 2 did not reunite the Terra community, and what happened with Terra Luna did a lot of bad for crypto industry long term, especially in the United States. Yes, Tron and Waves are still building, but I do not like the algo stablecoins. They carry way too much risk. And I'm sorry, sir, but when you have 9 consecutive weeks of Bitcoin red candles, it doesn't look good for the market as a whole. And this was actually the first time in history it happened. Now let's talk about quantitative tightening. So basically what the Federal Reserve is going to do, it is going to go ahead and lower the amount on their balance sheet. That's because they've been printing money like nobody's business, and now they're screwed. Well, not necessarily the Federal Reserve, more like the American people, the poor, the lower middle class, and the middle class, and any other outside government entity that relies on the United States of America economy. Also, big shout out to Brian Newar for the Cointelegraph feature. As far as Fed money printing, I think it is going to cause a lot of issues in the crypto market. And then once things kind of flatten out and people get more confident, they will start investing again, especially in Bitcoin. Another thing I want to remind you, Investopedia is 100% free. And if you want to learn about what some of these traditional financial terms are, go to Investopedia, not sponsored. My favorite topic, following the money. JP Morgan dips into DeFi with Singapore pilot on asset tokenization. So basically they are piloting the tokenization of DeFi on the blockchain, which is kind of weird because I thought that was already happening. But if you read a little bit more, they're basically part of an initiative to explore economic potential and value adding use cases of crypto by central banks of Singapore. They will also be using tokenized bonds and deposits in permission liquidity pool for DeFi applications. The project will research the feasibility of asset tokenization and DeFi using interoperable networks, which I think is really, really cool. But as we all know, Terra Luna gave DeFi a very bad name. So whatever this is JP Morgan is doing, it is not going to be decentralized. It is going to be run by a centralized entity masquerading as a DeFi protocol, which it won't be. And this last story, you're really going to want to pay attention to. Binance Lab closes $500 million fund to focus on Web3 and blockchain adoption. So basically, Binance Labs is going to be partnering with other well-known VCs, Horowitz, cough, cough, to invest in Web3 startups. The $500 million will be used in 3 different phases: incubation, early stage venture, and late stage growth. Just because they say that doesn't mean that they will not be dumping tokens. So make sure whatever projects Binance Labs is investing in, you know when the token unlocks are before you invest. With that being said, since 2018, they have invested in over 170 projects across more than 25 countries. 1inch, Axie Infinity, Sandbox, and Polygon. Those projects listed did fairly well. So I think it's safe to say we can follow the money here. However, please understand to be very, very careful when doing so, especially with those pesky token unlocks. Also, big shout out to Ember Fund for the feature earlier in May. They offer crypto indexes that cover DeFi, Metaverse, and yield, and will be launching an NFT one shortly. Before I get going, please be very, very careful with Bitcoin. I think we're going to see a lot of chop. Again, above over $31,000 means multiple closes, sideways consolidation. We can expect more up. If we get below that $28,000 area, then you can expect retest $26,000. I will catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.